Welcome back to Coins Tool. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins. In this video, we're uncovering the story behind a particular coin that's not just rare, but could be worth a staggering $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 2001 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. So, buckle up as we explore the history, the value, and the incredible journey of this elusive coin. Alright, let's start with some basics. What is the 2001 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny? This penny was minted in Denver, which is why it bears the D mint mark. It features the classic design by Victor David Brenner, depicting Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The 2001 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which was produced from 1959 to 2008 before transitioning to the Union Shield design. Now, you're probably wondering why this particular penny is so valuable. To understand that, let's take a step back and look at its history. The 2001 penny was part of a regular issue. Most of these pennies were produced in large quantities, making them fairly common. In fact, the total mintage for the 2001 penny was over 2 billion coins. So what makes this penny so special? The answer lies in a rare error that occurred during the minting process. In 2001, a small number of pennies were struck with a major error known as the double die obverse variety. This error occurred when the coin die was misaligned during the striking process, resulting in the doubling of some of the inscriptions and details on the obverse side of the coin. The most noticeable feature of this error is the doubling in the lettering of Liberty and In God We Trust. If you have a keen eye, you can see the doubled images, which makes these pennies highly sought after by collectors. So how does one identify a 2001 double die obverse penny? Look for the doubling on the lettering and the date. It's important to use a magnifying glass or a loupe to get a clear view of the doubling. If you think you have one, it's worth getting it certified by a reputable grading service to confirm its authenticity. Once certified, a 2001 double die obverse penny can fetch a remarkable price. Recent auction records have shown these pennies selling for up to $1.4 million. That's right. A single penny with this error can be worth more than some luxury cars. The high value is driven by several factors. First, the rarity of the error makes these pennies incredibly desirable. Second, the historical significance of having a rare error coin from such a famous series adds to its allure. And finally, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that are in pristine condition and have been well preserved tend to command the highest prices. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for these rare varieties. So, if you have a 2001 Lincoln penny, take a closer look. It might just be hiding a fortune. Remember, the world of coin collecting can be incredibly exciting, and sometimes, the most ordinary-looking coins can turn out to be worth a small fortune. So keep an eye out, do your research, and who knows, you might just discover your own million-dollar penny. We have a really exciting topic for you, a coin that's been making headlines in the numismatic community and beyond. We're talking about the 2000 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that's worth a staggering $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, buckle up as we explore the fascinating history, rarity, and incredible value of this penny. First, let's set the stage by talking a bit about the Lincoln penny and its history. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has gone through several design changes over the years. But the 2000 mint mark penny is unique for reasons that might surprise you. In 2000, the U.S. Mint issued a special series of pennies to celebrate the new millennium. These pennies had a special design featuring a shield on the reverse side, rather than the usual depiction of the Lincoln Memorial. The 2000D mint mark penny was produced at the Denver Mint, and while most of these pennies are common and worth just 1 cent, there's one particular variety that stands out. Now, here's where it gets interesting. While the majority of 2000D pennies are standard issue, some coins from this year have an incredibly rare error, the 2000D wide AM variety. Normally, the and M in America on the reverse side of the penny are close together. However, in the wide AM variety, there's a noticeable space between these letters. This error occurred due to a mix-up in the die used during production. It's believed that the coin was struck with a die intended for proof coins, which have a different spacing compared to regular circulation dies. Only a few of these wide AM pennies exist, making them extremely valuable. In recent years, the 2000D wide AM penny has fetched astronomical prices at auctions. One coin, in particular, set a record by selling for an incredible $1.5 million. This makes it one of the most valuable modern American coins ever sold. Such a high price, you might wonder? Well, the rarity and the uniqueness of the wide AM error make it a prized possession for collectors and investors. Its value is driven by its limited supply and the high demand among serious coin collectors who see it as a true gem in the world of numismatics. To put this in perspective, while there are many valuable coins out there, the 2000D wide AM stands out because it's not just rare, but it also represents a significant historical and production error. Coins like these capture the imagination and passion of collectors, driving their value sky high. So how can you identify if you have one of these rare pennies? Look closely at the reverse side of the coin. The key feature to check is the spacing between the and M in America. If there's a noticeable gap, you might have a wide AM penny on your hands. Of course, for a definitive identification, it's always best to consult with a professional coin grader or numismatist. Before we wrap up, remember that while the 2000D wide AM penny is an exceptional case, most 2000D pennies are worth only their face value. But finding a rare coin like this can be a thrilling and rewarding experience for collectors. We've got an exciting episode lined up for all you coin enthusiasts out there. We're diving deep into a very special topic, the 1991 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? But trust me, this isn't just any ordinary penny. Some 1991 pennies have been known to fetch incredible amounts on the market. We're talking up to $1.6 million. So, grab a seat and let's explore the fascinating history, value, and current market for this remarkable coin. Let's start with a little bit of background. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909. The design, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, has seen various changes over the years. But today, we're focusing on a specific year, 1991. In 1991, the U.S. Mint produced the standard Lincoln penny with a familiar design. However, what makes this year particularly intriguing are a few rare and exceptional examples of this coin that have become highly valuable in the numismatic world. The standard 1991 penny isn't worth more than its face value, but there are some key exceptions. First, let's talk about the different types of 1991 pennies you might come across. There are several versions, including those with different mint marks: P4 Philadelphia, D4 Denver, and S4 San Francisco. But the real value comes into play with the special errors and varieties. One of the most famous and valuable variations of the 1991 penny is the double die error. This happens when a coin is struck more than once with slight misalignment, resulting in doubled features. For the 1991 penny, these errors are quite rare and highly sought after by collectors. They can fetch thousands of dollars, especially if they're in mint condition. Another factor that can significantly increase a penny's value is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect specimen. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A 1991 penny in uncirculated condition, especially if it has error features, can be worth a substantial amount. Now, let's dive into the most sensational aspect, the staggering $1.6 million value. This figure isn't tied to a regular 1991 penny, but to a highly rare and unique specimen. In recent years, a 1991 penny with an extraordinary error and impeccable condition sold for this jaw-dropping amount. This specific coin had an incredible combination of rare error features and pristine condition, making it a one-of-a-kind piece in the world of numismatics. So how can you tell if you've got a potential fortune in your pocket? Here are a few tips. First, look for any unusual features or errors. Second, check the mint mark and compare it with known valuable varieties. Finally, get your coin professionally appraised. Sometimes, what seems like a small detail can make a huge difference in value. If you're a collector or just curious, keep an eye out for these unique coins and remember that even a seemingly ordinary penny can hide a treasure. Whether you're buying, selling, or simply enjoying the hobby, understanding the history and value of these coins can make your collection even more exciting. We're diving deep into a fascinating topic that's sure to catch the attention of coin collectors and history enthusiasts alike. We're talking about the 1984 Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, that seemingly ordinary coin with a significant twist. We'll uncover why this penny is worth so much and how it stands out in the world of numismatics. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. The 1984 Lincoln 1-cent penny might seem like just another piece of pocket change, but it holds a secret that has captured the interest of collectors and investors around the world. Let's start with some background on this coin. Produced by the U.S. Mint, the Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design has undergone several changes over the years. By 1984, the penny featured the classic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, designed by Frank Casparo. But what makes the 1984 penny special is not just its design, but an anomaly in its minting process. In 1984, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The majority of these coins were minted with standard issues, but there were some significant variations. While most 1984 pennies are worth their face value of 1 cent, there are a few rare exceptions. The most notable is the 1984 D penny, which is especially rare if it has a specific feature. In 1984, a small number of pennies were struck with an error, specifically a double die error. This means that the coin was stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on certain features. This error is what makes these pennies extraordinarily valuable. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1984 D penny with a double die error, you could be holding a coin worth a fortune. Depending on the condition and clarity of the error, these pennies have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, some 1984 D double die pennies have sold for as much as $1.7 million. That's right, 1 cent could be worth $1 million if you have the right coin. The high value is attributed to the rarity of the error and the fact that fewer than a handful of these pennies exist in pristine condition. To determine if you have one of these valuable coins, you'll need to look for specific characteristics. Check the date on the penny for any noticeable doubling, particularly around the numbers and the lettering. Professional grading services can also help verify the authenticity and quality of the coin. Here's a tip for collectors. Always keep your pennies in good condition and have them professionally graded if you suspect you have a rare find. This not only preserves their value, but also helps establish their legitimacy. We're diving deep into a fascinating topic that's sure to spark your curiosity: the 1976 Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, You heard that right. That seemingly ordinary penny could be worth up to a staggering $1.8 million. Buckle up as we explore the history, value, and remarkable story behind this incredible coin. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome videos. First things first, let's set the stage by understanding the basic history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it's one of the most recognized coins in U.S. history. The coin features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was the design from 1959 to 2008. Now, let's fast forward to 1976. This year was a significant one for the United States, marking the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. To celebrate, the U.S. Mint issued a variety of special coins, including a special bicentennial quarter design. However, in the midst of this bicentennial fever, the Lincoln penny of 1976 slipped into circulation. So, what makes the 1976 Lincoln penny so special? Generally, Lincoln pennies from this year are worth just a few cents, just like most pennies from the 20th century. But there's a rare exception, a very particular mint mark. That's right, the key to its value lies in a tiny detail you might overlook: the mint mark. The U.S. Mint produced pennies in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint had its own distinct mint mark. The 1976 penny from Philadelphia typically doesn't have a mint mark, while those from Denver are marked with a D, and those from San Francisco with an S. Here's where it gets interesting. The 1976 Lincoln penny with the San Francisco mint mark, particularly the proof coins from that year, has been subject to intense scrutiny and fascination. Proof coins are specially struck coins produced for collectors, and they often have a higher value compared to their regular circulation counterparts. Among the 1976 S-proof pennies, the rarity and condition can significantly affect their value. What's particularly noteworthy is that some of these coins have been discovered with unique minting errors, making them incredibly rare and valuable. Collectors and investors have been on the lookout for these errors, and if you happen to have a 1976 S penny with specific rare errors or in pristine condition, it could potentially fetch astronomical prices. For instance, a 1976 S Lincoln penny with a notable error or in flawless condition could be worth up to $1.8 million. So, what are some of these rare errors and features to look out for? Some of the most sought-after characteristics include a coin where the date and inscriptions are doubled due to a minting error, visible cracks on the reverse side due to wear and tear on the die used for minting, coins with unusually high relief on certain details. Coins rated as Proof 70 by professional grading services are highly prized. Finding one of these rare coins in your change is extremely unlikely, but if you're a collector, it's worth checking your 1976 pennies carefully. Make sure to get any potentially valuable coins professionally graded and authenticated. To sum it up, while most 1976 Lincoln pennies are worth just a cent or two, a rare 1976 S-proof penny with minting errors or in pristine condition can be worth an astonishing amount. If you have one of these hidden gems, you could be sitting on a fortune. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content about numismatics and beyond. Have you ever found a coin worth a lot of money? Share your stories in the comments below. We're going to uncover the secrets behind a penny that might be hiding in your change jar. A penny worth up to a staggering $1.9 million. That's right, we're talking about the 1970 Lincoln 1-cent penny with a rare mint mark. Stick around as we explore its history, value, and what makes it so incredibly valuable. To understand the significance of the 1970 Lincoln Penny, we need to take a trip back in time to the 1970s. This decade was an era of change for the U.S. Mint. In 1970, the U.S. Mint produced millions of 1-cent coins, but not all were created equal. This was the era of the transition from the classic Lincoln penny design, which had been in circulation since 1909, to the new 1970s series. The Lincoln penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been a staple in American currency. But what sets the 1970 penny apart from the rest? Let's dive into the details. The standard 1970 Lincoln penny features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, continuing the design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. So why is the 1970 penny suddenly worth so much? The answer lies in a unique minting error that occurred in 1970. It's not just about any penny. It's about the elusive 1970s Lincoln penny with an S mint mark. But here's where it gets interesting. In 1970, the San Francisco Mint was responsible for producing a special variety of pennies that were intended to be used in proof sets. These coins were struck with higher quality and often came with an S mint mark. However, a small number of these pennies were mistakenly released into circulation. These errors are exceedingly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now let's talk value. The 1970s Lincoln penny, when found in pristine condition, can fetch astronomical prices. In particular, the coins graded at Mint State 67 or higher can command prices up to $1.9 million at auction. This is due to their rarity, the error in their minting, and their high grade. Coin grading is crucial in determining the value of these rare pennies. Professional grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, evaluate coins based on their condition, rarity, and historical significance. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. The 1970s Lincoln penny is a prime example of how a simple minting error can turn a seemingly common coin into a highly valuable collectible. Collectors and investors alike covet these coins not only for their historical value, but also for their investment potential. If you think you might have a 1970s Lincoln penny, here's a quick tip on how to check. Look for the S mint mark just below the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. If you find one, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded to determine its value. Remember, while most 1970 Lincoln pennies are worth only their face value, the rare 1970s varieties are a different story. If you're a collector or just someone with a keen eye, keep an eye out for these hidden treasures. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1970 Lincoln penny, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on rare coins and numismatic finds. And hey, if you have any questions or want to share your own coin discoveries, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. We've got a truly exciting topic that's been creating quite a buzz in the numismatic community. We're diving into the world of the 2017 Mint Mark Lincoln Penny, a coin that's not just another cent but a potential goldmine for collectors. We'll explore its history, significance, and why some of these coins are valued at a staggering $1.3 million. So let's get started. First, a bit of background on the Lincoln Penny. The Lincoln Penny was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This coin quickly became one of the most recognized and collected coins in American history. Over the years, the design has gone through various changes, but it has always featured the profile of the 16th President of the United States. From the original wheat-back design to the Lincoln Memorial reverse and the current Union Shield reverse, these coins have been a staple in American currency. But today, we're focusing on a very specific year and a very special mark. In 2017, something remarkable happened in the world of coin collecting. For the first time ever, the U.S. Mint added a P mint mark to the Lincoln Penny. This P stands for Philadelphia, which is the city where the U.S. Mint was originally established. This mint mark had not been used on the Lincoln Penny before, and it was part of a special initiative to mark the 225th anniversary of the Philadelphia Mint. This change was a big deal for collectors and enthusiasts alike, as it marked a historic shift. But the excitement didn't end there. In addition to this new mint mark, some 2017 P pennies were produced with errors and anomalies that would later make them incredibly valuable. So, what makes some of these 2017 P mint mark pennies worth so much? The answer lies in the errors. There have been reports of various errors, such as double dies and incorrect strikes. One of the most notable is the double die obverse error, where the date and inscriptions are doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. These errors make the coins rare and highly sought after. While most 2017 P mint mark pennies are worth their face value, those with these rare errors can command astronomical prices. Now let's talk numbers. The market for these error coins has seen a surge in recent years. While a standard 2017 P penny might be worth only a few cents or a couple of dollars, the rare error varieties have fetched prices in the hundreds of thousands, with some even reaching $1.3 million. For instance, a particularly pristine 2017 P double die obverse penny sold at auction for over $1 million. This shows just how passionate and dedicated the coin collecting community is, and how valuable these rare pieces can become. So how can you identify if you have one of these valuable pennies? First, check the mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. If you see a P, you're on the right track. Next, closely inspect the coin for any noticeable errors or anomalies. If you suspect you might have a rare variety, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a numismatic expert. Having your coin graded and authenticated can significantly impact its value, especially if you're looking at a rare error variety. For those of you interested in collecting these rare coins, here are a few tips. Keep your coins in a safe, dry place to prevent damage. Consider investing in a high-quality magnifying glass or a coin microscope. And most importantly, stay informed about market trends and recent sales to understand the value of your collection. In summary, the 2017 P mint mark Lincoln Penny is more than just a common cent. It's a piece of numismatic history with the potential for great value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keeping an eye out for these rarities can be both exciting and rewarding. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coin collecting or other interesting topics, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want to share your own experiences with rare coins, drop a comment below. See you in the next video. Until next time, happy collecting.